Hi again, guys. Back again for another video. Once again, planning on going on another fishing trip. Hopefully this one will be a lot more successful than the last one. That was a long trip, but not much. Unfortunately, beautiful weather last trip, but not much fish. Anyway, this one's a bit different. I'm going with another friend. We're going to go for our first flathead fish of the season. It is only very early in the season, but we have heard of quite a few fish being caught around the flats after all the flood water. They're being pushed out of the rivers. So we're going to go for a crack tomorrow. Yeah, it should be a bit of fun. I'm looking forward to a bit of calm water fishing. Anyway, what I was going to do is give you a quick rundown of just the gear I'm going to take for tomorrow. So, basically, you got me old, I like using jerkbait, so my old faithful jerkbaits. Yeah, they're going to go, just in case everyone else doesn't, work. Good old atomic grubs, always a favourite. And once again, the jig heads. Okay. I've got a 12 pound and a 16 pound leader. I'll use a 16 on the big lures. I'll use a 12 on the grubs. But tomorrow, I've got a couple of new lures I want to test out. That's what I was going to show you guys. I've got this new duo, it's a jerkbait. Okay, it looks like a little whiting. It's a suspending lure. I reckon this thing's going to be a cracker, so I'm going to give that a crack tomorrow. And the other one I'm going to try, hopefully the water's not too dirty, hopefully it's fairly clean up around the pin, is I'm just going to go MMD. I'm going to give this the splash prawn a crack for flathead in the shallows, hopefully. See how it goes anyway. That should be interesting. And the other one I do want to try, I'm not sure if this is a floating or it's meant to be a slow sinking. I'm hoping it is. This is that new thing from Shimano. It's like a stick bait, but it's got a jointed head and their flasher in it, so I reckon it'll look good in the water. As long as if I get it to sink and get it to dart around the shallow flat, that should be quite good. Anyway, there's three different things I'm going to try. If that don't work, I'll go back to Old Faithfuls just to catch a few fish to put on camera. Don't want to repeat the last fishing trip. Anyway, guys, I'm about to rig up and then we'll head out in the morning. Oh, before I turn the camera off, I'll just show you the outfit. So, Zodius with a Vanford. This has got 8 pound braid. This would be the one I'll be using probably for the MMD. I've got the old Loomis, Old Faithful Loomis here with the old school sustain. Okay, that's my plastic rod, so they'll be casting all the plastics. These are both all 2500 reels, by the way, and once again 8 pound braid. And then this is my favourite rod. This is the NRX with the Luvius, and this one will be mainly casting the big lures. Or to start off with tomorrow, the new duo. Hopefully, give that a crack and see how she goes. All the reels are 2500s, all 8 pound braid. Like I said, the big lures will be running 16, and for the plastics I just run 12. Well, that's just a quick rundown of what we're doing. Hopefully I'll talk to you in the morning. I'm about to rig up and then go get some rest, and hopefully we film a few fish tomorrow. See you then. Bye. Oh guys, here we are, 6 AM in the morning. We're up off near the pin there somewhere. The water up here is very clear, surprisingly, it's quite good. But we're getting eaten alive by what freaking sandflies. Fuck, little bastards are everywhere. Anyway, the water's clear, it's high tide, 6 o'clock. We'll see how we go through the day. We'll start off throwing a few big jerk baits over these flats and just see what happens. Okay, see ya. Finally, after an hour, we're hooked up. Woohoo! And it is a flathead even. Woohoo! Sure. Looks like one. I think that's a flathead. What a net. Oh, I think I'll be right. It's taken us an hour and a half to get that, seriously. First one of the day. Oh, the size, bugger. Oh well. Number 2 for the day. Look at the size of that thing. 5 cents please. Little sizes. Oh, nice fish. That took some drag. Finally got a decent one. Oh, where you going? Is it even a flathead? It is a flathead. It's a nice flatty. About time. Nice fish. Where you going? Oh, where you going, big girl? 560s. That's all right, mate. I don't like what that plastic is. Beautiful. Oh, about time. Ladies and gents, we've worked hard for that fish. We have worked hard for that girl. 60s? 60. Yeah, I'm thinking 60 somewhere. Mid 60s. As soon as I get it open a gob, we'll be good. Come on here. Plastic's well and truly in there, that's for sure. Oh, I've got the net in the line. Oh, damn. Okay. Not a monster, but nice fish. What's that, about 64, 62? 62. 62. You don't want it, do you? Yeah. There you go. Ah, about time. Bit of footage, nice. Olives. Ah, what is that? Oh, Brembo. Yeah. Uh oh, number 6. Oh, number 6 released.
He had to release.
Ooh, big girl. Straight into the weed, the bitch. Huh? Oh, I lost her! She went straight into the weed. Yeah, I got me lure. Look at the big dirt patch straight into the weed. She swam straight in and nailed it. That was a big fish. Oh, okay guys, bit of a conclusion to what happened today, flathead fishing. It wasn't a lot better than the last trip. That's not having very good luck lately. Okay, we went at 6 o'clock this morning, as you saw in the video, up near the pin. Water was high tide, it was clean, but we couldn't find fish. We just couldn't find them anywhere. Went to all the spots, used plastics, used hard bodies, small ones, large ones, and really struggled. We got back to the ramp at 1 o'clock, so we're out there for a few hours. We managed to land 7. I couldn't tell you how many I actually pulled the hooks on throughout the day. It's probably 7 again, 7 or 8 again. It's ridiculous. The water wasn't as bad as you'd think. Up around the pin, it was quite clean. It was nice green. On the eastern side of everything, it was anyway. On the western side, it'll run off from Wally's garden and everything else is quite dirty. But on the eastern side, it was quite around the bedrooms and tipplers and stuff. It was quite clean. It's quite good. The fish just weren't really chewing. They were few and far between. Like I said, we got seven in a few hours. The biggest one we managed to land is in the video. That was a 62. That was a nice fish. I did have one shot at a friggin' cracker. I don't know. I would have said my PB it was a monster of a fish. I saw it go past. It was a big girl. She went straight in the grass. She knew where the grass bed was. She went straight in the grass and ripped the lure, used the grass to rip the lure straight out of her mouth. I got the lure back, straightened hooks, covered in grass, and she was nowhere to be seen. That hurt, but that's fishing. That happens. Apart from that bit of excitement, rest of the day was fairly quiet. We picked off an occasional one here, there, an occasional bite, but they were very few and far between. Did talk to some other guys back at the ramps. Most of those guys didn't catch anything or see any fish, so we done all right. considering. Anyway, I was just let you know the lure of choice today, the lure that worked the best, as you saw in the video, was actually the grub, a nice green head. That was the one that done all the damage today. Okay, most of the damage. My big hard bodies didn't work that well, surprisingly, except for on one spot where I hooked a big girl, and that was a little damage. Got the big girl, nice silver. There's only in about a foot of water, very muddy, surrounded by big grassy banks, and this fish knew where they were, and she took off straight into the grass and just ripped the lure straight out of her mouth. But that was the one that done damage on the big girl, or hooked her. But that was only fish that actually caught, which is weird because that usually does all the damage for most of the fish. Anyway, fun day. We fished high tide to low tide. A handful of fish, guys. It was a bit of fun, but nothing special. The hunt for the cracking, I haven't cracked 90 centimetres as I said before, so my hunt for the 90 centimetre fish is still on. Today was a possibility, that was a big fish, but I'm not going to say how big. But, you know, we'll see what happens next trip. Anyway, I hope you sort of enjoyed the video. It's only a short one, but hopefully the next one's better and we'll get a few more fish. See you guys.